So almost every week, or every message at least, I try to mention that you want to be your second guy, your version of the second guy, physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, in all areas. And with that being said, we realize that there's more than just a physical aspect. I recently got an Oculus Quest 2, which is a virtual reality headset. So you put this headset on and it makes you think and feel and see as if you were in a whole different location. So if you want to go swimming with sharks, or you want to go on a safari, or you want to go through a haunted house, like all sorts of different experiences can be experienced through this device. And it's really cool. There's also an option on there where you can actually go into a social environment and you interact with other people in other parts of the world or the country where they're wearing their headset as well, and you create an avatar, and then you socialize with these people in these different areas of the world. It's really cool, all the things you can do with it. But when I was in the social app area of the headset, there were some people that were in that environment that literally, they were so immersed in it that they almost acted as if it was real life. And I couldn't help but think that there are some people out there that really get so into this virtual reality world that they let things in their physical world just deteriorate, like their physical health. To a lot of people, that may seem kind of silly, like, why would you do that? You know that that's not real life. Why are you doing that? And the thought that came to mind is sometimes we do that, even if we don't realize it. Imagine you were born with one of these headsets on, and it has a 20-year life expectancy, these headsets. Let's just say the battery lasts for 20 years and you don't take it off until you turn 20 years old. You can create avatars, you can go wherever, you can experience a lot of really cool things. And so I'm willing to bet that there would be some people who wear this headset and they put all their effort and time into creating this amazing avatar that's leveled up to all these different accolades and accomplishments, and won these different trophies in the virtual world. And in reality, they are just sitting on a couch, eating potato chips, and barely doing anything for their physical health. And their physical health is just deteriorating. And I'm sure there would be other people that every now and then you'd see their avatar do some weird motion like this, and people would say, what are you doing? What are you doing? Say, oh, I'm doing push-ups. Well, what are push-ups gonna do? That doesn't help your avatar. Oh, I'm doing sit-ups. So what does that do? I don't see any difference that comes from that. That doesn't help your avatar in any way. What's the purpose of that? But the difference between those two groups of people is one realizes that the goggles are coming off one day, and another group doesn't realize that. Most of us would look at that analogy with common sense and say, yeah, it makes sense that that guy would do push-ups, sit-ups, and just keep his body healthy for when the goggles come off. I mean, it's pretty common sense. No one would really argue that. And we realize, yeah, I mean, there is a virtual reality world out there that you can go into with these goggles and with other devices similar to that, or different things on the computer or the internet or whatever, but just a digital realm is a reality today. And we all, for the most part, would say it is common sense that while that realm is important in today's society, you still have to take care of your physical health, your physical body. And so in that same regard, there is a digital realm, there is a physical realm, and we also know that there's more to us than the physical. There's also a spiritual aspect as well. And just like those two groups, sometimes we fall into the category of only thinking about our physical health and never thinking about our spiritual health. So when you take time to pray or take time to get into the Word or things like that, or do the right thing, or even find out what the right thing to do is, or things that help your spirit versus hurt your spirit. Many times, a lot of people will look at that and say, that's pointless. I don't see any impact. What has praying or reading or doing any of these things the right way ever got you? Well, the answer is, I'm not doing this to build up the physical avatar. I'm doing this to build up my real self that lives within this physical body. So with that being said, I'm not saying don't enjoy this. It is a really great device, and if you can afford it or if you have time to test it out, do it, because it is really cool, it is really fun, it is a great experience. But realize there is a battery life to it. In the same regard, think about that with your physical self. Yes, don't let your physical health and well-being just go down the drain because, well, it's going to run out one day. No, you have it for a reason. It's there so you can be a good steward, so you can actually see what your physical body can do while it's still able to do it. I think that that's a great thing to do. But in the same token, we got to realize that we can't get so caught up in just the here and now that the spiritual aspect dies and we don't care. Because one day the goggles are coming off and then you're left with whatever body you've built. There's a quote, and I'll probably butcher it, but it says that a wise man thinks about death often, and a fool only thinks about right now. And so with that being said, I'm not here to preach or anything to anybody, but with that being said, we got to realize that there is an expiration date. There is a battery life on us. And so when that battery life runs out, what are you left with on the spirit side? But the great thing about it is everybody has the ability to build up the spirit. Everybody has the ability to build up the spiritual side. So just take that into consideration. If you've already been doing that, if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. But if you feel like maybe I have been ignoring some of the spiritual sides, maybe I have been ignoring my spiritual health a little bit, could be something to look into. So with that being said, as always, have a great day. Make sure to share, like, and subscribe, and follow the Instagram page at Second Guy Theory on Instagram. And we're gonna have some giveaways coming up pretty soon. We've got a pair of Beats headphones we're giving away and planning on giving away a PlayStation 5. So be on the lookout, follow the Instagram page for more information, and I'll see you guys next time.